Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, and welcome to viewers new and old. It's Wednesday, and if you didn't know, and how could you not, it's a new comic book day, and I just got back from my comic book store with quite a few comics. I only had, I think it was 6 on my pull list, but there were some offers going on. You might have noticed that I didn't put up like a free comic book day video that I know a lot of people have over the weekend, basically because I didn't go. I knew it was happening, obviously, but I hadn't really looked into it. I hadn't heard much excitement about it. I didn't hear that there was like a book that everyone had to have, and I was just like, I've been before, and you know, I've spoken to my comic book guy about this in the past, because when I have gone, I see all these kind of unfamiliar faces. Now, I'm not saying I'm in there every day of the week, so I know everyone that comes in and out, but even like my comic book guy knows that, you know, these people you will see once a year, and that is just for these free comics, and I don't even believe they know what they're really picking up, what it means to that shop owner. So I missed out on it really. When I came into the store today, he still had the remnants of what was left, and there really wasn't anything there that I mean, I could have picked an issue of all of them up, but I would never have read them because they didn't interest me. I did pick up one just because it's kind of interesting, and if it is worth picking up because I know it's got a new series, I will. But he was also doing an offer on first issues. He was selling them for £1 each, so I picked some of them up as well. So hold fire, because I'll be showing those in a bit. So you may have noticed that I uploaded a video on Monday called Take a Seat, and I just want to kind of say 2 things about that. One, thank you so much for all the positive feedback on that. 2, it wasn't directed at anything that may or may not be going on within the comic book community at the moment. I don't do YouTube drama. I generally miss out on it, not that I'm actively looking for it. I hear it 4th, 5th, 6th hand down after it's all kind of blown over and everyone's going, what the hell is going on? But I do actively avoid it. I don't want to get involved with that side. I think it's quite sad that some people's videos that have got a high view rate are them basically slagging off another comic book YouTuber. It's nothing to be proud of, and that's the line I draw on that. I don't often do kind of opinion pieces, but some of the lines that I say in that video have been going over in my head for quite a while. I do want to do kind of an accompanying piece to that video, because that one was very much directed at kind of all of us as a comic book community here on YouTube, and I wanted to do one that was more personal to me. I've got a kind of tentatively working title of How I Survived YouTube, so that kind of gives you an idea of what it might be about, but it will be a much more personal about me and my journey through 6 years of being here on YouTube. I'm not going to say it's going to be out on this date because I'm still working on that, but it's coming. It will be there. What else? New subscribers been doing quite well over this week. If you are new to this channel, every Wednesday I shout out everyone that has subscribed to my channel over the last 7 days, and if they have a YouTube channel, and it could be about anything, it doesn't necessarily have to be about comics, but if you have your own channel where you regularly update YouTube videos to it, then I will put a link to that channel in the description bar below and kind of point people your way, and hopefully people will find what you're doing just as interesting as I hope you found my stuff because you subscribed to me. So without further ado, this week, let's see who subscribed to me. It was Christian Rodriguez, Telsey Yeager, George Not Smith 2, Adorkability, MFK, The Ultimate Superheroines, Warren Raw, Mutant Alien, Castella Ducata. Now I just want to say about Castelli was she put an absolutely wonderful comment on that last video, and I haven't replied to anyone on the comments on that video that I did on Monday, purely because I just wanted the video to stand alone for what it was. But like I said, I do appreciate all the warmth and acceptance and great comments that people put on there. But Castella Ducata, she has just subscribed to my channel this week, and she's been going through my back catalogue of videos, and she just said the most amazing things, and I did kind of get choked up as I was reading it. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for joining this channel. And I am so ashamed about this because her channel is to do with comic books, and I will definitely still put a link to her channel page in the description bar, but she's Italian and she speaks in Italian, and so I can't watch them because I don't understand what she's saying. But it shames me because she can speak my language, she can speak English and her own, and I just feel like I can only speak English. How poor is that? But if you speak any Italian, please go to her channel and subscribe to her. She looks like she does great videos. She gets way more hits than I do. There was one other person that appeared on my subscription list this week, and it's not something I would normally do because this person has been subscribed to me from when I very first started, and I would have thought he was probably the very first subscriber I had. Now I don't know if this is a YouTube glitch or he unsubscribed me and then subscribed me so I'd put a link to his channel, but I'm going to anyway because Matt, you are a wonderful gentleman and people should be directed to your channel. So Wednesday Serial subscribed to me this week, even though I am positive he was one of my very first subscribers. I won't be doing this again, so don't try it on anyone. Right, let's get on with those comics. We've rambled enough. The very first one, which is the free comic book day, I decided to pick up ROM. Initially a Marvel title, if I remember rightly. I know a lot of the older YouTubers love the original series. I'll have a go on this. It's now at IDW. I will now show off all the number one issues that he was selling off for £1, which I just thought, let's give them a go. Hercules from Marvel, The Mighty Thor, Warren Ellis's Injection. I did find issue 2 and issue 3 in a 50p bargain box months and months ago, and kind of held off to find issue 1, so I'm glad I found that. And finally, from Vertigo, Unfollow. I've heard some really good things about Unfollow, and unfortunately it came out roughly about the same time as Survivors Club and Clean Room, and I kind of felt like I got burnt on Survivors Club despite the fact that I was really excited for it. But Clean Room has been phenomenal, Gail Simone's book, and I just thought I'm not going to give this a chance, and I kind of am kicking myself now. But I've got issue 1. If I think it's good and it lives up to the hype, I'll probably start getting this in trade. Right, now for the new books that came out this week. Quite a mixture from all the major publishing houses. We're starting with DC, the penultimate issue of Len Wein's Swamp Thing. We have Alec Holland has given up his role as Avatar of the Green, and now we have a decidedly heroic-like person having taken it on. Very excited to read this. It's just been great, kind of old school Swamp Things, pre-even Alan Moore. Issue 52, the final issue of Batman. I do think it's strange that Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder didn't just finish with this issue, because they are not on it. It's Tinian IV writing this. For one last issue, it just seemed very strange that they wouldn't want to cap it all off. Their huge run from the very, very beginning, with a few issues that they weren't on, or at least Greg Capullo wasn't doing. It just bizarre. I have no idea what that's going to be, if it's going to be tying up loose ends or what, but weird. One of my favourite books of April, if you watch my comic book review monthly roundup of my 5 favourites, you will have seen House of Penance, the new horror story from Dark Horse. Great stuff. Love this book from the offset. I can't remember who sent me a link, but they sent me some links to some YouTube videos about the real house, and it was fascinating. Obviously it wasn't as crazy as it is portrayed in here, but still an amazing, wonderful house with so much character and, let's put it this way, chaos. It's an amazing house, and I'd love to visit it. Moving on to Marvel, the Uncanny Humans continue their... Oh no, it's an all-new story, The Torch and the Queen. So I guess we're going to have Medusa and Johnny Storm's relationship. Still don't know how these two got together since the Secret Wars. Maybe we'll learn some more in this issue, but really been enjoying this. Charles Soule giving us some Inhuman action. Haven't seen this in so long, can't even remember what was going on. From Marvel's offshoot publishing imprint Icon, it's Powers, Brian Michael Bendis and owning an artwork. Love the previous volumes. This, as I said, has come out so sporadic, I couldn't even tell you what was going on. Hopefully it will be easy to pick up from. And finally, only one book from Image, but it's a biggie, and to be honest, I thought this had finished. I thought this had packed in its island, but I'm glad it hasn't, because I really like this anthology series. We're up to issue number 7. Again, there is the whole issue with its sporadic solicitations. There are a number of stories that are continuing in this book, so there are gaps between issue by issue anyway. The story doesn't just progress month after month. You might get a gap of a couple to go then back to, so it's even more distressing trying to figure out what was going on in the last issue and where we are now. But I love this Brandon Graham and Emma Rios kind of created anthology series, bringing in not that well-known artists, experimenting with the medium of comic book storytelling and the visual aspect of it. I really get a kick out of this book. That's it. They're my comics for this week. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, make sure you've hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Give this video a big thumbs up, and down in the comments section below, let me know what you picked up this week. There wasn't a lot going on. Bye bye.